Alright, we've got this Victa Pro self-propelled lawnmower here. I'm going to show you how to do some maintenance on it. What we're going to do is take this wheel cap off. I've got some screwdrivers. And what it is, it's got a drive gear in here. Carefully remove the cap. I'll work it around carefully like that. I've got some picks here what I'll use to take the tab off it. Now this is a Victa Pro 550 self-propelled lawnmower. Take the clip off it. Just clean the clip up. Alright. What we need to do is, you can see we've got a little bit of water and a bit of crap. What I need to do is make sure I clean this out. So what I'll do is I'll grab a rag, a couple of rags, and we'll wipe all this out and we'll re-grease this. What I think I actually do, because this wheel is actually quite dirty, is I'm going to take the other wheel off now. So what I'll do is I'll sit the hubcap and the circlip to the side, and what we'll do is we'll turn the mower around and I'll soak these wheels in the what you can do is just sitting up there. And by cleaning the wheels out, we'll remove any of that dirt. This is something I've been doing a few times. Done this a few times now to protect it. The self-propelled wheels now, they've got their hard plastic. Just got to get this circle over here. Forcing it, just carefully try and prise it back. Sit that on there and put this over here, and we've got the wheel off, and as you can see we've got a bit of dirt and stuff in here. We'll keep the, that's weird, this one's got a washer. This wheel doesn't have a washer. Both got retainers. Looks like they might have been missing a washer sometime. No, the washer's in there. Alright, so what I'll do is right here. What I might do is just put a little mark on it in the wheel, or on the outside of the wheel. I'll just put a little mark where that dirt is. That's left. What I'll do is put right on this side. I'll put the light on there, as you see, and we'll take, what I'll do is I'll take out the tap, carry it over. Set the wheels on the ground and I'll get some degrees. Alright, put some degrees in here. And what I'll do is I'll get some cloths and we'll try. Alright, put some wipes here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the degree. Really need 2 ends here. I should put that tape over there. We don't want any of that stuff getting in the bearings. But we need to scrub the outside rim of it properly. If any of you got these self-propelled mowers, like these Victa Pro 550s and that, this is an important step to make sure you do. Because what you're doing is you remove any of that trash, and because these gears are plastic and that run on metal, all that trash will get built up and will wear these out. So this is important to make sure that you clean these wheels out properly. If you look after your mower will look after you. I wipe these out before by hand, and but I said to myself last time I did it, the next time I'm going to do it, I'm going to wash them like this, because all this grease and stuff that's around in this wheel needs to come out. And if you've got other self-propelled mowers, however they work, like this is this mower's 1997, so it's 21 years old. It hasn't done much work. You can lift these rings off to clean them too. Once I clean these out, because I'm going to clean this ring up, I'll show you once I wash them out how clean I got them. Alright, as you can see, this is the final product. We've cleaned the wheels out, we've only got all new grease left in it. But what I'll do is I'll just give it just a final wipe out. We do have a little bit of stuff in between the teeth. So what I'm going to do is just go around and scrape it out. Just an odd blob here and there. Very minute. It's not like it's going to cause any problems. They're nice and clean. I've got these shields. Just scrape that. Just wipe that shield off of a clean rag. Let's put the what these actually are is dust covers. Alright, I'm just looking at these rings. What I want to make sure I do is just run around the outsides of them. Because I noticed this one here's got a little bit of dirt still in it. I want to make sure we get that dirt out. That's where the seal is. Right, then I'll just get me a rag, clean rag, and I'll go around it. I'll just wipe it. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. They're both decent. So make sure I wipe my hands so we don't put any dirt in it. A little bit of crud in there still. Well, that's pretty good. Now, I've got a clean, very clean rag here. You want to wipe the shafts too. And around it, any of that shit off it. Especially around the lips of these wheels in this part here. Just on them bottom lips, because that's where the trash likes to settle. Let's move them wheels over for a minute. Any of that nasty stuff. Because what will happen is this will run around this cog and it will run around on your gears. You want that filthy rag to stick under Then you can just go around. I know it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but we've really got to clean these out properly, because any of this stuff here wants to run around in the clean hubs what we just washed out, and it'll drag all this stuff through the brand new grease. Right, now what we want to do is, now I've got this clean, like, you know, it's nice and cleaned out. I'm going to leave that to dry for a minute. Any of that cleaner out of it. We need to find out which wheel's which. Decide to take this wheel off. This wheel. This was right. So this wheel's left, so we'll sit that one over there. Alright. Clean glove. Very happy how that come up. So what we'll do is we'll get our hand in the new grease, turn our wheel up. What we'll do is we'll just rub our finger on it. All we want to do is fill up that groove. That's it. Don't go over the pack on it, like, you know, getting too excited. That's all you've got to do, just that wheel. This is the only thing that runs around on that metal gear. Bitty. Make sure you don't get it on that outside seal on that either. And what else I'll do is I'll just put a little bit on here, on the end of it. Just like that. That's all we need. And also, what we need to do is get a blob, because we've got a bearing in here. So what we need to do is get some grease on your finger, poke it in here, and also we'll take this washer out and we'll put a blob in here on that sleeve. We'll pack it with a little bit of grease, just like that. Right, then drop your washer back in. And we want to wipe our hands, don't have any crap on it. I'm going to move all that shit away from the actual hub itself. Alright, then we want to put our wheel back on. We've got our seal back in there. clean there. Alright, now what we do is try and put your hand over that bearing, because it's going to try and push the bearing out. Which is alright if that happens. What we'll do is we're going to grab a bit more grease and we'll hand pack grease in the bearing, a bit like you do on a wheel bearing on a car. You hand pack it in, and then we just line it up. Try and put your finger over the hole, so when you what I'll do is we don't want that grease because that's contaminated. Right, now make sure you keep your lid on the grease at all times too, because if you got your lid off it, you end up getting stuff everywhere. Dust will go in your grease. So we're going to do a circlip. We want to wipe that. Then we've got the fun part of trying to get the clip back in here, because it's a real tight fit. They're hard to get off. They're hard to get back on. Oh. Right, now we've got the wheel. Let's turn it. By doing that, we're working the grease into it. You can see where we packed our wheel bearing, there's a tiny little bit of grease. That's good. And we've got a nice tight fitting cover. Don't want to wipe that out. Right, once you got your cover wiped out, I'll just go around it, inside the cover with a screwdriver. It's got like 3 different seals on here to stop any crap from getting in the wheel bearing. Like, you got your middle seal where the clip retains, and you got another ring, and then you got another ring. You got multiple rings on here. So what we do then is just like that. That's it. Right, that's one wheel done. Now we need to turn the mower around. And we need to clean all this crap out. And it's the same deal, we just have to go around, clean all the sprocket out by hand. All that dirt. Or drive gear, whatever you want to call it. second wheel here. Tissue. I'll just run around inside it for that. I've got to pack this boot the same. Make sure your hands are clean. Like, you know, they don't have to be spotless, but make sure there's no trash on. Go around with your grease. I never had an instruction booklet or a manual or anything that told me that I should do this to the wheels. This is just what I've decided to do because I want the wheels to last a long time. And you know, obviously, if you wreck this hub from being lazy and you're not cleaning it and that, you won't be using your mower. You'll be looking for another wheel. And you can guarantee you now that if you are looking for another wheel, like you know, most of the time, that you'll find stuff that's been abused and neglected, and you'll be ending up with a piece of junk. Good enough for me. I want to pack that bearing too in here. Take that off. The grease will force itself through that axle. But if it wants to push the bearing out on me, I'll take it off like I did the other one. Make sure you put all your parts back on too. Just if you don't go clean this up properly and doing this stuff right, you actually end up you know, putting trash in it when you want to get rid of any trash. Right, so what we'll do is we've got our washer on there. You're going to want to push that bearing out like I did before with the other side. What we'll do is we'll take the opportunity. Whoops, bloody bearings come out of the holder. Alright, pop that bearing back in. Just like that. And wipe the hands. Get that clip. We need to get our screwdriver, prise it back in. A little bit stretch. This cover was pretty clean. Alright, just pop that back on. Let's spin our wheel. I've got it on the... Alright. She's locked on there. Jeez, I got a messy of these rags and that. And all this shit that come out of it. Alright, what we'll do now is take the hood on the mower. Right, put it on the ground. Just like that. Let's start it up and run it. I've already checked all of that, it's already good. Put her on. Spin the wheel. Self-propel works good. This is what mower it is. Victa Pro 550. Bloody good lawnmower. And that's how we service, that's how I service the back gears and the wheels. What it's got is it's got a pulley. Just got a belt under here. It just runs a belt and it's got a pulley on the back here. The belt runs off the motor all the time. This pulley, when you hold the lever in, it pushes the belt out and makes the belt tight, and that's what drives these back wheels. It's got like a diff gear that goes down. What that pulley turns, it's got another one on the axle that runs at the back here, and then them wheels just turn as you seen when it was underneath it. These are a very good lawnmower, 207 cc. As you can see, the wheels aren't even worn. I love this lawnmower. And yeah, if you have any questions about the Victa Pro 550, it's got 4 blades on at the moment. It's a 24-inch cutlass mower, and as you can tell, you know, she will throw some rocks out the side of it if you haven't got. You've got to be very careful with rocks when you're mowing that with it. And I'll just grab a little bit of grease right now. I'm thinking of it, just a smidgen on this cable, just a little bit. And what I'll do is, because I've just greased that up, I'll come on here and I'll work the cable backwards and forwards. A couple of times like that, and that's it. This is how you take the air filter off. You just get a screwdriver. I'll actually show you right now because I want to check that. I've got shit here everywhere. Just be careful with it. That's how you take air filter. You can just bang this. Whoops. Don't go dropping on the ground everywhere. But you can just brush this off. And it's got a foam piece down in the back. Of it. You can just tap that filter. It's got a bloody spider web on it from where it's been sitting, but it's very clean, the filter, as you can see. Apart from me sticking my dirty mitt on it. But that's good, and that's where your air filter is for it. You've got to make sure it goes back in there like that, and you just put your top back on it. Like that, that's it. And that's it. That's how I showed you how to take care of your wheels, your self-propelled drive wheels, how to clean them out properly so they'll get a long service life out of the mower. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and have a great day.